ṣé mo pé gbogbo àwọn olórin ẹ mò ń sọ openly àfi ajé má fi ayé ní gbogbo wọn.
You see?
Àbí àwọn kan nínú wọn. Gbogbo ọ̀gá olórin mo fẹnu sọ. Àfi ajé má fi ayé ní wọn. Ok, mo fẹ́ béèrè kan lọ́wọ́ yín sà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi o. Èmi náà fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín. Ta ni onílù tẹ́ lè tọ́ka sí nígbà tẹ́ ti rìn ẹ̀ kí n ṣe ọmọ kékeré? Ẹ bá rí mansion tó kọ́. Ẹ bá rí hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì tó kọ́. Ẹ bá rí mọ́tò tó ń lò. Ẹ bá rí mọ́tò tí ìyàwó ẹ ń lò. Ẹ bá rí skul tó rán ọmọ ẹ lọ. Ta ni inú onílù nígbà tẹ́ ti gbọ́n bí tẹ́ lè tọ́ka sí?
Good question.
Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀gá olórin tó ń pera wọn ní ọ̀gá tèmi dẹ̀ máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà pé wọn kì í ṣọ̀gá wa iṣẹ́ ló pa wá pọ̀ alábàáṣiṣẹ́ ni gbogbo wọn. Ẹgbẹ́ kìíní ilẹ̀ mo fẹ́ bá gbọ́ yín dáadáa ẹgbẹ́lẹ̀. Alábàáṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ lájọ jẹ́ wọn ò kì í ṣe ọ̀gá wa torí pé wọn ò kọ́ wa níṣẹ́ àwa la tún kọ́ wọn níṣẹ́ tọ́rọ̀ bá débẹ̀ ká sọ bàjẹ́ jìláyà kò sí ní tẹ́pà bàjẹ́ ta ní bá kọ́ lórí ẹ̀bẹ̀ èmi ò wá sí ìdàgbà sẹ́yìn. Bẹ̀tì kọ́tùkọ́ tí mọ̀ ni pé oòrùn ó ràn yín sí o inú oníyọ̀ ń dùn ó ń fi olórí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n tó bá yá tójò bá bẹ̀rẹ̀
oníyọ̀ àsáré kàbàkàbà
oníyọ̀ á mà sá korobá nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́nìbọ̀dì mọ̀ ni pé
alàgbà Títẹ̀bí, don't say drummers are trying to outsmart the vocalists. If they are speaking up, that means there's a problem somewhere. Don't let us dismiss their claims, please. It shouldn't be when tẹ́ bá lọ sójú agbo nìkan náà máa bu aṣọ sára. Outside the ojú agbo, ó yẹ kó rí ọlá ẹni tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún. Ó yẹ kán rí lára wọn. Now tíyẹn ò bá rí bẹ́ẹ̀ irú nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀. If those band boys, if they were being properly taken care of, I mean tí wọ́n tó ọkọ ṣe nínú ilé tí wọ́n wà okay táwọn náà lo mọ́tò tó dáa tó ń rọ́wọ́ bùsápò tó ń rí nǹkan tí wọ́n gbé kalẹ̀ ṣe nínú kinní yẹn, they will have no reason to abscond. Shebi, this guy came to America last year. Lawan Legbenjo àbí kí ló ń jẹ́? Olagbenjo. What is that guy's name? Àwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn ẹ̀ sá now. I know the person that brought him to America. Gbogbo wọn sá lọ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ pé nǹkan ò fararọ. Of course, but if you are a band boy or band girl or backup singer or something, and you've got nothing to show for it, what do you expect? Listen, I'm telling you, Shatiri, kéèyàn ní tẹ́lọ́rùn ọ̀tọ̀, kí ẹni tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún kó fi gbogbo nǹkan kẹ́yìn tó ẹ pé n tàn sọ yìí nísìn. Alàgbà Wasiu wọ́n jàre Ayánlọ́wọ́. If you understand what I'm saying. But alàgbà yẹn ò lè jàre ẹ̀ because now we have other onígangan that are talking. We have the ex-manager of Alhaji Wasiu that is talking. You understand? If they vanish, it might be because condition in Nigeria now is worse. You understand? Now, if that happens, but I'm saying, Alhaji ò ní di, yes, ẹni tó kó ẹgbẹ́ jọ, you understand? Wọ́n ní okay, wọ́n fẹ́ kí ẹgbẹ́ tú, but not by tying them down with juju or by forcing the kíní kan. Ṣé ká wá sọ pé orí alàgbà yẹn ni ò gbàbọ̀dé ni àbí? Torí máa yẹn sọ débi pé wọ́n ń gbé gbálé àwọn èèyàn lórí ẹni tójú ò bá tí ì ṣí ló sì dúró pa síbẹ̀. Let's listen. I understand your Mr. Titebi or Mrs. I don't know. I understand your complaint, and I agree with you that why should band boys abscond from their Oga? Me personally, I would say because they're not being well taken care of. If things are rosy for them, if things are fine, if they're living as well as much as their guy is living. Let's take Davido for example now. Ewo she PA Davido ni to marry girl kan tí what's it called? Instagram to fe lana because the guy is worshiping Davido as bí Ọlọ́run. Kí ọ̀gá ẹ̀wú ẹ̀ ṣùṣù kó gbé 1 million fún ẹ, kọ́gá ẹ̀wú ẹ̀ ṣùṣù kó gbé mọ́tò tuntun fún ẹ. Ìwọ gan mama worship ẹ ò ní fẹ́ kúrò tó bá sọ pé ó forí ẹ gbà pààrọ̀, àwọn èèyàn sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ó forí ẹ gbà pààrọ̀ because you will be so loyal to that ọ̀gá. But you're being loyal is like your destiny is being forced to be working for somebody. And yet, the person is not, that individual is not seeing anything to show for it. Ọjọ́ tó ju ẹ̀ bá ká, ó máa ká ńlẹ̀ ni. You understand?
You can say how many times I've gone to borrow money to finance my
Thank you.
aunt's trip.
But that's your band, though. That is your, listen, Alagba Wasiu. You see all those stuff you're doing. That is part of your other business ní lóyìnbó. Tó bá di at the end of the year that you want to file your taxes, that is part of your expenses to fẹ́ claim padà. You see all this stuff that you're saying, when you want to charge for maybe a show, gbogbo ilé máa gbé fún ẹni, ẹ máa charge fún ẹni tí ẹ fẹ́ gba show lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Tẹ́ máa fi bu owó lé wọn. So what are you talking about? That is part of your expenses that you have to incur to secure your band. You understand what I'm saying, Ifedonyima? That is part of what you need to incur as an expenses. And part of your expenses is your band boys because they're not playing for free of charge. They're not playing free of charge. You're supposed to look after them and vice versa. They play well for you, you look after them. Actually, ó yẹ kí wọ́n sọ pé mo tó yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀, ó yẹ kí all the Fuji drummers or whatever kàn ní union. Tó yẹ pé every year ẹ gbé owó lórí iye tẹ́ ń gbà lẹ́yìn ọ̀gá yín tí ò bá ti lè san, tí ẹnu gbogbo yín bá kò, if you guys are in one accord, wọ́n ní Mr. Machine náà máa dìgbẹ̀yìn, wọ́n á gbé Mr. Machine lọ máa play níbi tó bá ti fẹ́ lọ play. Tí ọmọ onílù kankan ò bá ti tẹ̀lé wọn pé iye báyìí la fẹ́ gbà, á dẹ̀ máa gbà ká tó lọ. Because ẹ̀yin náà máa ń gba deposit owó eré tẹ́ lọ ṣe kẹ́ ẹ tó lọ ṣe. So how come your band boys will play for months and they don't get paid? How do you expect them to feed ìyàwó àtọmọ tó wà nílé? But yet, wọ́n sọ àpò ṣakaṣaka tí Paso máa fi ń gbé owó lọ kúrò lórí stage. Wọ́n ní ojú làwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ fi máa wò báyìí tán máa fi gbé owó nínú mọ́tò. Ṣíṣì ọwọ́ wọn ò ní kàn. Ọwọ́ wọn ò ní kàn. Gbogbo yín lè sọ pé ṣé mọ̀ bóyá olórin lówó lọ́wọ́ ni ṣé gbogbo rẹ̀ tẹ́ ló ń ṣe ọ̀fẹ́ lẹ ló ń ṣe ni. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń pè yín sí party, tó ń pè yín sí job, tó ń pè ṣé ọ̀fẹ́ lẹ ló ń ṣe ni. Ìṣirò náà pé kíní yìí náà, ìṣirò lọ́kọ kíní yìí náà pé. So ṣé ẹ gbé ìṣirò lé, ẹ gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn tẹ́ lọ ṣeré fún to know pé ẹ̀yin boys ẹ gbà. Bóyá ẹ ṣeré tán, ẹ ti lùlù yín tán, ẹ ti pa owó yín, ẹ gbà owó tí yín lélẹ̀, kẹ́ fún wọn lówó wọn. Why say oya come again? Actually, tó bá yẹ pé on a monthly base lẹ fẹ́ wà or per show, agreement ńlá ti wà. Ṣé ti rí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú Mohbad yìí? I already say I'm not going to put my mouth on it again. Issue call everybody lọ́gbọ́n that make sure you look into the fine print before you sign. And I'm very sure the Fuji people, they don't sign any contract. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Fuji people signs contract before they go play for their Oga. If you guys have to come as a union, as a group, and put it in paper before Kato Bosori stage la fe gba owo, or the moment ti show baton e fun wa lowo wa, or else Mr. Machine le ma gbe lọ sí next show yin. O ma sit right now. O ma sit right now. Tí ó bá sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ bá wọn kọrin. But the thing is, gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ̀yin ọ̀gá, gbogbo nti báwo lówó yẹn, nti kíní kan fi ń jẹ̀kọ, abẹ́ ewé yín ló wà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ ntẹ́ ń ṣe, but nítorí pé ẹ mọ̀ ntẹ́ ń ṣe tẹ́ fi ń jẹ́ kórin yín kó ṣe kí music yín ṣe yẹn. Àwọn tó bá yín ṣe ẹ ní láti consider wọn as your expenses. Ẹ má cheat wọn from nǹkan tó tọ́ sí wọn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gbégbálé wọn lórí gan bí bàbá Ayanlowo ṣe sọ. Ó yẹ kí gbátá ìgbélé wọn yẹn kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó pọ̀ owó fáwọn náà. Ẹ jẹ́ káwọn gan wọ́n ní ìdí òró, ẹni tó bá wà lábẹ́ òró ó yẹ kó rí òró jẹ ni. So bẹ́ẹ̀ gbégbálé wọn lórí pé tiyín ni kó ṣe títí ayérayé, ẹ jẹ́ kí gbá yẹn náà pọ̀ owó káwọn náà rí kólá kán kó lọ lé fáwọn tiwọn náà. Ẹ má joyè àpò tèmi nìkan ni gbogbo ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ lọ. It must be only me. It's got to be just me alone.
Ṣe kan ní 2021 so 22 ní December time yẹn tí December I'm busy go. So I show 46 shows.
And I want you guys to realize something, that this guy, Alàgbà Ayanlowo yìí, he's not a kid. He's over 60. Likewise, Baba K1. He's over 60. So, mo believe pé ó ti ń súnmọ́ etílé fún wọn. Ọlọ́run ní fi kú yára pa wọ́n báyìí nísìn. He's not going to die on any untimely death. Even though now he's scared. He start yelling, ẹgbà ń wo òun ò gbọ́dọ̀ kú bí tí mo bá di nǹkan bẹ́yìn. Now, everybody is trying to speak up. So, you understand? I don't think he will lie. I saw your comment, Mr. Kinney. I don't think this guy coming out to talk, we should blame him. No, I won't say we should blame him. Now, this is Wasiu Ayinde talking now.
Like Kunle had been former member of the band. He's been a troubleshooter. He has gone. He has come back.
He has gone. He has come back. He has gone. He has come back.
Of all my band men, only that Kunle, over 7 times, people had come to.
Baba, no, láti sọ yìí. Let me tell you something. Ẹ̀yin lẹ kó group jọ. Ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ kẹ́gbẹ́ tú. So of course, lè expect kí gbogbo wọn kan tutù bákan náà. Kí gbogbo wọn dákẹ́ bákan náà. Ìkànnù wọn máa jẹ́ ẹni tí ó máa go against ọ̀gá. Bóyá ó ní tẹ́ ṣe tí ò dáa tó rí yín tó fi bá yín kojú. Bóyá ó ní tẹ́ ṣe tí ò dáa tó béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín, even gan President America tó bá ṣe nǹkan tí ò dáa wọ́n á bí. So lè sọ pé bóyá yẹn ni kò dáa ló fi wá jẹ́ èèyàn tí ò dáa. Máa yẹn bó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹni tó tutù. Ẹ̀yin náà bàbá, ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ẹni tó tutù, but a mọ̀ pé ẹran líle ni yín. Ẹran tó burú ni yín, ẹran tó fà tí ó já, normal lẹ́yìn náà. Ṣé get? So, lè expect kí gbogbo àwọn olórin yín kan sùn kọ́kọ́ rí síbì kan náà. Ọ̀gá máa fẹ́ ṣe bí ọ̀gá, ó yẹ kọ́mọṣẹ́ ṣe bí ọmọṣẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan, òun náà ni máa yẹn sọ, tí mo kọ́kọ́ play audio yẹn, ó ní agbára máa ń gun àwọn ọ̀gá. You understand? And then tá bá fẹ́ wo the breakdown of tá bá fẹ́ break leadership down. It's not about you having the power. It's about you serving the people who are under you. Bó ṣe serve àwọn tó ń sìn wọ́, you understand? Tó bá ṣe sí wọn náà ṣe máa reciprocate pẹ̀lú ẹ. You understand? If you're not doing what favors them, just like this, my commenter here said, why are people absconding when they bring them to America? You know? Now, you want to say, Nigba ye, Baba, Kolon Kofron ke, Baba, Kilo, Barista. Ṣé bí Baba Barista náà ṣe máa ń gba passport lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀yìn? I don't think so. Ẹ wo gbà tí Baba Barista kọrin lọ́jọ́ tá wá Balinga títí ní kíní kan ò ta orí Balinga o ọpẹ́lọpẹ́ body pass. Ebi àwọn èèyàn nìyẹn. She understand? So, èmi ò rò bí Baba Barista. I'm saying, I might be wrong, I don't know. Pé tí Baba Barista náà bá kó àwọn ọmọ wa, ṣó ń gba pálí lọ́wọ́ wọn. Bàbá Òbé nìyẹn, kọ́lọ́n túbọ̀ lọ ra bàbá yẹn. Bàbá Òbé náà kó àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ wá sí London náà. Ṣé Bàbá Òbé náà gba pálí lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ wọn ni? Àwọn ọmọ lẹ́yìn wọn? I don't think so. But èmi think pé the Fuji life, Shemo, lóòótọ́ is a mi mọ̀ bí mo ṣe lè pè. Mi mọ̀ bí mo ṣe lè break it down fún yín pé ṣé is there a difference between Juju and Fuji and kini, because irú Bàbá Òbé ń sìn Juju làwọn, King Sunny Adé Juju làwọn, then àwọn ní Fuji yìí ṣé difference wà ńbẹ̀ ni tí wọ́n fi ń treat àwọn ọmọ lẹ́yìn wọn yàtọ̀ sí bí àwọn ní Juju ṣe ń treat. And then now the only one person tí mi ò tí gbọ́ bad thing about òun ni Saheed Òṣùpá. Mi tí gbọ́ anything bad about me. Wá mọ̀ bóyá Saheed Òṣùpá ti kó ọmọṣẹ́ wá sílùú òyìnbó rí o, I'm not sure. But mi ò tí gbọ́ anything bad about Saheed Òṣùpá. Now, if this guy is out to talk, this Mr. Ayanlowo, if he's out to talk about things tí ojú ẹ̀ rí, except you are in that band, like he said, then you don't know. Ìta làwa wà, inú ilé làwọn wà. He will see the inner carcass of nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀. Now, for him to come out to talk, of course, kò lè dùn mọ́ Alhaji nínú. Alhaji will not be happy pé ó fẹ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ nú ilé wá síta. Kò lè dùn mọ́ nínú. Yes, we know Alhaji has fans all over. You understand? And this might even shock a lot of people. But does that mean we need to brush it off and say, Alhaji ò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀? No. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká sọ pé Alhaji ò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Question ni kẹ́ jẹ́ ká béèrè, àbí kí máa yín mú evidence wá. Now, you heard what he said nínú video interview. I didn't want to play the whole thing. When he said nígbà tó padà dé láti London, òun fi agídí gba pálí tòun. Then maybe a couple of days later, or travel back out. Pé lè gba pálí kẹ́ mú pálí dání torí pé visa tó wà lórí ẹ̀ ó ṣì wà valid. The moment tá bá ṣe visa fún wọn, if tẹ́ bá lọ tí gbogbo wọn padà dé, then you should return the passport back to them. Let them travel if they have to. But I know pé, if you have a good drummer, pé kíní kan ní fẹ́ kó lọ, and everything like that. Tẹ́ bá sọ like I said, if you're taking care of your band boys, I don't see any reason tí wọ́n máa fi abscond or tó máa fi Ben Johnson away and say, I fẹ́ leave a guy hanging. You understand? Could speak well of that Oga in any way or form. Could speak well, pé okay, kí ló ń ṣe fún àwọn boys yìí, tó bá ń ṣe nǹkan tó tọ́ fún wọn pé okay, ìwọ ibi tí mo bẹ́ẹ̀ fi nǹkan sí ni. Lóòótọ́ Wasiu lè jìyà láti kó kíní jọ, but ọ̀rọ̀ tí Wasiu nílé ní, ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kó dá àwọn band boys ẹ̀ ní nǹkan kan fi nǹkan kan múlẹ̀. Wasiu ní ilé iṣẹ́ màlúù náà, ó ní kíní màlúù náà, ó ní ilé iṣẹ́ búrẹ́dì náà, ó ní gbogbo oríṣiríṣi, ó tún ní hotel tó ṣe kọ́ or whatever. So káwọn ọmọ ṣe má lè sọ pé lára ọ̀gá òun o ń táwọn rí dè mọ́lẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. Ó bad. You understand? Could speak well, especially for somebody who has been serving you for 32 years. It's not okay. It's not okay. I just got there so can to play the other interview. Now listen to this one here. I'm not sure if it's loud.
Long time ago, happens to be one drummer like that.
That is Lagbaja's drummer.
He happens to be their president.
Okay.
Was in the course of my uncle I get to know that
now that's Lagbaja's drummer has spoken now. I will play his voice. Ayuba is the best. Okay.
Too much.
I love Ayuba's song, no? I love I don't know anything about him, but I love his music.
The foundation and founding way of life of drummer. Mine will not be the first time a drummer will drop.
Of course.
Many bands. Some start from Bella, Aruna Shola, Yusuf Olatunji, Ebenezer Obey, King Sunny Ade. At one time, their drummer had dropped. People had run away from them. Mine is not the first.
But none of those people, Alaji, with all due respect, none of those people that you mentioned, Alaji, Inyodasa Wabao, Baba Barista, Ayinla Kollington, none of those people that you mentioned, none of their band boys came out to say they had to swear an oath. Pẹ̀lú oníṣègùn. When everybody know you to be an Alaji with any meka lenu. None of those band boys, as of today, as time to be corrected, none of those band boys of who you are mentioning has, come outside to say, Baba Barista gbe wa lo je alomo ije lori esu o. Baba Kollington ní ká lọ jẹ obì lórí kíní kan. None of them has come out. If you say you're not the first and you're not the last, of course, agreed. You will not be the first person. If I'm working with you now, if I'm being stagnant, I'm not moving up in ladder. Of course, I will change jobs. That is normal. If I'm not gaining anything from you, yes, I will move. I will step away. I will move forward. So, normal, everybody move. But then, moving here, ṣé ó yẹ kó wá jẹ́ nǹkan ìpalára fún àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún yín? That is where the question is, because everybody is not, they're not looking at that question. Tó yẹ kó béèrè. It's like, oh, anyone, then no. Ṣàtìrí anybody, be it iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ló ń ṣe, be it no, I won't say tó bá ń kọ́ṣẹ́, but tó bá ti mọṣẹ́ tán, tó wá lọ jẹ́ apprentice tán sanwó fún. If you say you're not making it, or tó ń ṣe tó jẹ́ professional worker, torí pé you're not gaining anything, you're not moving up, or whatever they're paying you, as in wages and salaries, is not, your income is not matching your expenses, or your expenses is greater than your income, then that job is not for you. She understand, Kotimoso? Do you get it? If your expenses is more than your income, you are in trouble. You be part of the census, or you be part of the you be part of the statistics. Tí wọ́n sọ pé they're making low income or making none at all, because your expenses outweighs your income. So for you to get a better stuff, you move. But the problem tèmi rí nínú Fuji Nigeria ni pé wọ́n mọ́ra wọn. Possibility káwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn náà mọ́ra wọn. Possibility, of course, ọmọ ẹ̀yìn Wasiu tó ń lùlù fún Wasiu, everybody mọ̀ pé ọmọ ẹ̀yìn Wasiu gidi gan lélẹ̀. If you move to another Fuji, ó lè má gbà ẹ́, because I wò pa ọ̀gá mi ni Wasiu jẹ́, I dare not say, oh yeah, what play for me, tí Wasiu jẹ́ ọ̀gá ẹ̀. Ṣé you understand? Wọ́n ní no. So, Mostly that is why most of them not stick to one Fuji or one juju or one something, because one will pay and only switch and only cross over. You understand? And only cross. Now Tebaroti, this guy, Bobo tó máa ń kọrin tó máa ń fi àjàsà sí lẹ́yìn àwọn ọmọ àjọgbà Jésù yẹn. There's this guy tó máa ń bá wọn kọrin gbà yẹn, I don't know his name. Òun ló máa ń bá wọn fi àjàsà sí tó ní wọ́n máa fi ń dùn. Now that guy left and went to Ayefele. Or is it? Yeah. The guy left àwọn àjọgbà Jésù twins and then went to Ayefele. Instantly people knew pé something changed kúrò lọ́dọ̀ àwọn àjọgbà Jésù boys yẹn twins. Because Bobo tó jẹ́ kí Ayefele shine, Bobo dúdú tó máa ń jogan tó máa ń fi àjàsà sí orin Ayefele yẹn. Òun náà sá lọ l'America. He's somewhere in New York, or I don't know. Because last time New York ni ẹni yẹn sọ fún mi pé ó wà last time. Òun náà sá lẹ́yìn Ayefele. Nígbà tí Ayefele wá sí US, ó sá. You understand? So it's gotta be something. So don't let us crucify this Ayanlowo guy and say, okay, for him to come out and say his piece on Kotori or reason why to ṣe kúrò. He's got the right to kúrò. Kò sign life contract pẹ̀lú wọn now. Kò sọ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ lòun máa kú sí. Even tí ọ̀gá mi bá fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa, after tọmọṣẹ́ kan bá ti lo iye ọdún kan, ó yẹ kó sọ pé ó ti tó gẹ́, ìwọ náà jókòó báyìí gbà máa ṣe n tó bá wá látọkùn ẹ. Ọmọṣẹ́ yẹn máa respect ọ̀gá yẹn títí láíláí. But kò rí bẹ́ẹ̀. I'm sure a lot of ọmọṣẹ́ now is dying in silence. They are some of them is giving accolade to this guy underneath. Because ẹ̀mí wọn ò gbé láti bọ́ta wá sọ. But ẹni tó tún sọ náà, ẹ̀ ń threaten ẹ̀ ń fi kú lé kiri. If you love yourself, does that mean your band boys needs to suffer? Does your band boy need to, like, okay, I think this is a trick right here. Hey, hold on, Ejo. I need to put this on my charger. Okay, good, perfect, got it. Yeah, does your band boy needs to suffer because you love yourself? You understand? Ọ̀rọ̀ dàbí ẹni tó mú ọmọ lọ́mọ tirani. Tó o believe pé ọlọ́mọ ò sí ńbẹ̀, lóòótọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó mọ ọmọ tó bí ẹni tó lọ́mọ. N tó bá jẹ àsọ̀gá ló yẹ kí ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ jẹ. Because n tó bá fi sẹ́nu tó jẹ tó fọ́mọ ẹ jẹ, òun náà ló yẹ kí ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ jẹ. That way ìwọ gan máa wà safe. I'm just saying, but mo mọ̀ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kọ́ láyé ṣe rí. Gbogbo ẹ ti dòdì àdá. You understand? Gbogbo ẹ kò jọra wọn. Ṣé you know? But it's not okay. Yes, kò easy láti kó ẹgbẹ́ jọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ mọ̀ pé kò easy láti kó ẹgbẹ́ jọ. Doesn't mean you have to put them in a way of fraternity or in a way of you know, swearing them into some kind of cultism to keep them. As in bí máa Ayanlowo yìí ṣe sọ. You understand? Let me plug this in.
Moving. I would rather do that than this one is not good. Go. That one is not good. Go. That one offended you. Somebody said, okay, sorry. Apologize. Come back to your job. So if you offended, I send you away. Another time people come in to say, please forgive him. Let him come back. If I do, that's not a wrong thing on me.
Of course.
I am human.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where I offended God too? Do I know how I say sorry to God and God forgives me? I am not even God alone. There are many people that have offended that I will say to them, I'm sorry. And they will agree genuinely that my repentance is genuine. So that is life for you. I own my band. when I will borrow money to keep my band going, who knows that? When I will use money contribution from Ajo.
Baba, we understand that. Ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ kọrin. Ẹ̀yin lọ́lọ́run jogún orin fún. Of course, you have to make efforts láti kó orin yẹn jọ to start with, right? Okay. Ẹ dẹ̀ ti wá ṣe nìyẹn. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ gbà fún yín. Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ gbógo fún yín. You understand? Tẹ́ ẹ bá fi nǹkan kan múlẹ̀ fún àwọn ọmọọṣẹ́ yín, ó kéré nínú tọ́lọ́run ti ṣe fún yín. Especially ẹni tó bá fi 32 years inú ayé ẹ̀ tó fi sìn yín. Tó fi sìn yín, tó fi lùlù fún yín. Ìlú 46 shows. Kó gba 300 and something. Kí ni 300 and something? Kí ló ṣe? Ní ẹni tó jẹ́ family man. Baba. Ẹ̀yin gba millions of naira. Sometimes ẹ ṣe show tẹ́ gba thousands of dollars. Kò bá jẹ́ ẹ̀ẹ̀kan lọ́dún lẹ máa mú ọmọọṣẹ́ kan tẹ́ máa sọ pé ìwọ gbà mọ́tò rẹ̀. Ìwọ ti gba ti ẹni ẹ. Àbí okay, ìwọ ilẹ̀ ni mo fún ẹ rẹ̀. Wá bó ṣe máa kọ́. Àbí ìwọ gbà eléyìí ni mo fún ẹ ní fi mú nǹkan kan mọ́lẹ̀. Nobody will see anything. But if you're trying to let us know pé ẹ bẹ́ ṣe kó ẹgbẹ́jọ, no, ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ kọrin, of course ẹ láti kẹ́gbẹ́jọ now. Ẹ lè fẹ́ kọrin kí ará àtàwà bá yín kó ẹgbẹ́jọ. Whatever you do láti kó ẹgbẹ́ yẹn jọ, for you láti keep is up to you. Now, if your backup singers or your band boys are complaining, or you seen the evidence of pé your band boys are not doing okay, ìtìjú titi yín ni. Oh yes, ìtìjú titi yín ni. But torí pé àwọn band boys mi, like I said, ó máa ṣòro fún wọn kí another Fuji kó gbà wọ́n because wọ́n mọra wọn. Wọ́n mọra wọn. Elégbè lẹ́yìn Paso kò lè lọ kọrin lẹ́yìn Wasiu. Even gan máa rí wọn tó bá lọ ṣe shows gan, wọ́n máa pààrọ̀ band boys ni. Band boys eléyìí máa gùnkè wá sórí stage, eléyìí máa bọ́ta ẹlòmíì máa gùnkè wá sórí stage. So it's gonna be hard for somebody, especially in this case of Ayanlowo yìí, tó ti mọ̀mọ́ for years, to now leave and go to, let's say for example, kó lọ sẹ́yìn Òṣùpá. It's gonna be hard for him because Òṣùpá go on ife. Because at one point Òṣùpá was throwing shade to Wasiu. Or she ọmọ ẹ̀yìn Paso ló fẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Òṣùpá, tí Òṣùpá àti Wasiu ton throw shade síra wọn ton jà every time. Kò lè work. That's why tí kan bá lọ, wọn ò ní choice, wọ́n tún padà sọ́dọ̀ ọ̀gá yẹn because ọ̀gá yẹn náà ló lè gbà wọ́n. So òun ló máa jẹ́ tó fi lọ wá ẹ̀bẹ̀. Tó máa lọ bẹ̀ pé ẹ ṣáàjò ó gbà wá padà ńgbà tí ò síṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ ṣe, tí ò dẹ̀ ṣe pé àwọn lóhùn orin tó fẹ́ kọ. You understand? So it's difficult for them. Mélòó ló ní Fuji láwọn tó sọ pé yes, oní Fuji ńláńlá tó mọra wọn. Ká má sọ àwọn oníkéréje onísákárà olólùmele lábẹ́lẹ̀ tó ń kọrin ó yá ẹ ṣàgbà 2000 kẹsàrẹ̀ wá kọrin fún wa ń bí. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn olórin tó jẹ́ yes, ìlú mọ̀ọ́ká. You understand? Me dẹ̀ tí gbọ́ anything about ọmọ ẹ̀yìn Màláíkà náà. Mi tí gbọ́ káwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn Màláíkà tí ìfẹjọ́ tiẹ̀ náà sùn, wọn tí fi sùn àti Òṣùpá. Even àwọn Òṣùpá wọ́n máa ń give accolade for Saheed Òṣùpá to be one of the best fáwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn. Ó lè dọ̀lá ń sìn kẹ́lòmíì jáde kó sọ pé Òṣùpá ṣe báyìí fóun. But for ẹni àti ìgbọ́.
I have many society that I joined in the course of wanting to get things done for myself.
Of course, ara ẹ̀ náà ni fraternity tẹ join bàbá. Ara ẹ̀ náà ni you're a Muslim guy that went to Mecca, Medina, that throw Okwasitani so many times. And yet, ẹ jẹ́ olórí ọba ọmọ Akilẹ̀. Tẹ jókòó sí bóyá ìpẹ̀bí lẹ jókòó sí ni o, bóyá ọba lẹ jẹ ni, I'm not sure. It's got to be something. It's got to be you trying to push for powers, trying to be something, trying to be like Irunmole, trying to be like some kind of deity. You know? Because all of that gone. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn gan máa bẹ̀rù pé mama ṣe o mama dáràn ni bó bá ṣe bó bá ṣe. You understand? Because ẹ̀yin olórin, of course, ẹ jáde síta, ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ ara yín, ẹ bẹ́ ṣe taládùúrà lẹ máa ṣe tó ní lẹ máa ṣe tó ní gbá lẹ máa ṣe talágbọ̀n. You understand? Just to keep things going. But kíní inú ohun ló wà. En tó bá fi rán náà fi rán, en tó bá fi rán wọn fi rán. You understand? Okay, wọ́n fi iṣẹ́ orin bá sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, wọ́n fi rán yín, but then ẹ take care àwọn tí ó ń gbé yín lọ síbi orin yẹn, because tó bá sáwọn nílù ẹ lè kọrin. Àbí ẹ mọ̀ ṣe Mr. Machine láyé gba orin Paso gbà yẹn. Mr. Machine nìkan pé kíní. Ṣé Mr. Machine nìkan làwọn èèyàn fẹ́ gbọ́? Kí ló ń ṣèwọ yìí? Àmọ́ tó ń ṣe wo get out jèrè. Ẹ̀yin ará kíní ó dàbọ̀. Hold on. Ìwọ̀n tó ń bèrè fún. Sorry jèrè. Ṣé understand? Ṣé ẹ máa ṣe Mr. Machine nìkan ni tí ò ní sọ nílù? You know? Wọ́n ní tí orí bá yá eégún, tí kíní kan bá yá eégún ó máa yá atọ́kùn ẹ̀ ni. You understand? Tẹ́ bá ṣe tọ́jú wọn sí àwọn náà lùlù dáadáa fún yín, but tẹ́ fẹ́ máa kó wọn jáde kó máa lọ lùlù fún yín, but ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kó ní nǹkan kan to show for it. How is that possible? That's not possible now.
I'm a ticket for my band. Bolaji Basia, my childhood friend. For everywhere Bolaji lives,
Baba story in
what concern Bolaji is how best his friend can excel.
Okay, if your friend is trying to make you excel, why are you not making your band boys to excel? Nítorí pé wọ́n ní tó bá rí ọmọ ọba, ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ rí àwọn dansaki láre. Tó bá rí ẹ̀yin bàbá tẹ́ wá pa, tẹ́ step sínú mọ́tò bọ̀bìnì àbí tẹ́ wọ kíní, wọ́n lè máa lo the same car as you. But tó bá jáde káwọn náà sọ pé bàbá Ọláyín náà ni òkìní kan. Kì í ṣe ìtọ́ máa parọ́ fún yín pé bàbá Ọláyín la fi mí, but kò ń ṣọláyín náà fi mí because kò sí nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ tiwọn náà. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé tó bá lọ lùlù ní ṣe. Tí Paso ń gbà yẹn, wọ́n ní months ló fi jẹ wọ́n lówó tí ò san. Ìgbà tí mo ṣe show fún àwọn tó gbowó, even though ó kọrin síta ó fi dá mi lóhùn. Ó forí dá mi lóhùn. Èwo ló kàn èmi ò ń ṣe, mi ò ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. But èmi ti sọ ti tèmi. You know? Èèyàn kọrin fún ẹ. Ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣaláìsí. Wọ́n sin ọmọ. Kò dúró tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ tààrẹ ò yàtọ̀ ọmọ ẹ̀ kú. Ó tún tẹ̀lé ẹ lọ kọrin. Ó dẹ̀ rówó pé ọ̀gbẹ́ni jẹ́ fún ẹ lówó jókòó sílé sí ìyàwó ẹ̀. You know? Ọmọ ṣe kú lọ́wọ́ ẹ ni. Ẹ má dájú rú bẹ́ẹ̀. Nǹkan tá à ń sọ nìyẹn. Ẹ má dájú.
Anywhere Bolaji is, either it's in London, in America, or it's in Canada.
TikTok, surely you pay by.
This place is okay. Can you come down in here? That is his own contribution. They will tell me, okay, don't worry. I know somebody that can do work permit. Maybe when they do work permit, and we can put things together. If you have money, you buy ticket for your band. Come and try this place. You never can tell. Maybe I don't have money at that time. Maybe I will go and sell one important thing. You know how many times I've sold my land to raise money to be able to develop my band? I've been recording artists under Baba Adetunji. Who never become to remind God, forgive his soul and bless his soul. You know how many times I will beg them to please sponsor us, let us have record, and they'll put money together. I'll go to studio without collecting a dime. That will record all. We just want them. We want our name on the vein. We want people to see that we too we've done album. Do you know how many things I've overlooked in my life to be able to keep a band working? I never can say how many times I've gone to borrow money to finance my band's trip.
But that's your band though. That is your, listen, Alagba Wasiu. You see all those stuff you're doing, that is part of your other be any Tony business ni loyinbo. Toba di at the end of the year that you want to file your taxes. That is part of your expenses to fair claim pada. You see all this stuff that you're saying, when you want to charge for maybe a show, gbogbo ile ma gbe fún ẹni, ele ma charge fún ẹni tí ẹ fẹ́ gba show lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Tẹ́ ma fi bu owó lé wọn. So what are you talking about? That is part of your expenses that you have to incur to secure your band. You understand what I'm saying, Ifedonyima? That is part of what you need to incur as an expenses. And part of your expenses is your band boys, because they're not playing for free of charge. They're not playing free of charge. You're supposed to look after them, and vice versa. They play well for you, you look after them. Actually, ó yẹ kí wọ́n sọ pé mo tó yẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀, ó yẹ kí all the Fuji drummers or whatever kọ́ni union tó yẹ pé every year ẹ gbé owó lórí iye tẹ́ ń gbà lẹ́yìn ọ̀gá yín tí ò bá ti lè san, tí ẹnu gbogbo yín bá kò. If you guys are in one accord, wọ́n ní Mr. Machine no ma dìgbẹ̀yìn, wọ́n gbàgbé Mr. Machine lọ ma play bí tó bá ti fẹ́ lọ play. Tí ọmọ onílù kankan ò bá ti tẹ̀lé wọn pé iye báyìí la fẹ́ gbà, a dẹ̀ máa gbà ká tó lọ. Because ẹ̀yin náà máa ń gba deposit owó eré tẹ́ lọ ṣe kẹ́ tó lọ ṣe. So how come your band boys will play for months and they don't get paid? How do you expect them to feed ìyàwó àtọmọ tó wà nílé? But yet, wọ́n sọ àpò ṣakaṣaka tí Paso ma fi ń gbé owó lọ kúrò lórí stage. Wọ́n ní ojú làwọn ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ fi máa wò báyìí tán máa fi gbowó nínú mọ́tò. Ṣíṣì ọwọ́ wọn ò ní kàn. Ọwọ́ wọn ò ní kàn. Gbogbo yín lè sọ pé ṣé mọ̀ bóyá olórin lówó lọ́wọ́ ni ṣé gbogbo rẹ̀ tẹ́ ló ń ṣe ọ̀fẹ́ lẹ ló ń ṣe ni? Gbogbo àwọn tó ń pè yín sí party, tó ń pè yín sí jump, tó ń pè ṣé ọ̀fẹ́ lẹ ló ń ṣe ni? Ìṣirò náà pé kíní yìí náà, ìṣirò lọ́kọ kíní yìí náà pé. So ṣé ẹ gbé ìṣirò lé, ẹ gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn tẹ́ lọ ṣeré fún to know pé ẹ̀yin boys ẹ gbà. Bóyá ẹ ṣeré tán, ẹ ti lùlù yín tán, ẹ ti pa owó yín, ẹ gbà owó tí yín lélẹ̀, kẹ́ fún wọn lówó wọn. Why say oya come again? Actually, tó bá yẹ pé on a monthly base lẹ fẹ́ wà or per show, agreement ńlá ti wà. Ṣé ti rí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú Mohbad yìí? I already say I'm not going to put my mouth on it again. Issue call everybody lọ́gbọ́n that make sure you look into the fine print before you sign. And I'm very sure the Fuji people, they don't sign any contract. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure the Fuji people signs contract before they go play for their Oga. If you guys have to come as a union, as a group, and put it in paper before Kato Bosori stage la fẹ́ gba owó, or the moment tí show bá tán ẹ fún wa lówó wa, or else Mr. Machine lè máa gbé lọ sí next show yín. Ó máa sit right now. Ó máa sit right now. Tí ó bá sẹ́ni tó fẹ́ bá wọn kọrin. But the thing is, gbogbo nǹkan tí ẹ̀yin ọ̀gá, gbogbo ntí báwo lówó yẹn, ntí kíní kan fi ń jẹ̀kọ, abẹ́ ewé yín ló wà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ mọ̀ ntẹ́ ń ṣe, but nítorí pé ẹ mọ̀ ntẹ́ ń ṣe tẹ́ fi ń jẹ́ kórin yín kó ṣe kí music yín ṣe yẹn. Àwọn tó bá yín ṣe ẹ ní láti consider wọn as your expenses. Ẹ má cheat wọn from nǹkan tó tọ́ sí wọn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gbégbálé wọn lórí gan bí bàbá Ayanlowo ṣe sọ. ó yẹ kí gbá tẹ́ gbélé wọn yẹn kẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kó pọ̀ owó fáwọn náà ẹ jẹ́ káwọn gan wọ́n ní ìdí òró ẹni tó bá wà lábẹ́ òró ó yẹ kó rí òró jẹ ni so bẹ́ẹ̀ gbégbálé wọn lórí pé tiyín ni kó ṣe títí ayérayé ẹ jẹ́ kí gbá yẹn náà pọ̀ owó káwọn náà rí kólá kán kó lọ lé fáwọn tiwọn náà ẹ má joyè àpò tèmi nìkan ni gbogbo ẹ gbúdọ̀ lọ it must be only me it's gotta be just me alone you understand. This guy, I don't think he lied. Ayalowo, I don't think he lied. Please, guys, can you share? I don't even know how to do this TikTok thing, self. If you guys know how to share, please kindly share. I don't know. You understand? I don't think he lied. He just came out to say his own truth. But then people are crucifying him. Oh no, long ya photo le omo de save video yen mo bi ti mo save si. Anyway, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tí ọ̀gá sọ. What's the code again?
There are a lot of my friends, my old-time friend, childhood friend, will be the one that we invite. Omo, Wasiu, London is okay. We can arrange something. We have some people around in here. Let's go. And we will go. I'll contribute money. My other friends will contribute money. We'll make a journey. I was in Canada 1 year, Balaji.
But one sanwó lọ́wọ́ show yín yẹn kì í ṣọ̀fẹ́ náà wá ń wò. A dẹ̀ ráwọn tí ń tó máa ná dọ́là fún yín dáadáa.
There's this arrangement of me and the promoter that arranged our trip to London. Towards the end of the trip, there is a disagreement of money you want to pay me so that I can have something to do. And he's giving excuses and it becomes sour. But I just said, don't worry. I can arrange for you to come to Canada. He arranged. We got a lawyer. We got visa from London to Canada. We got to Canada. The Mola Air Force says, don't worry. Now that you are in Canada, me too. I can arrange for you to come to America. So I will cross to America. So luckily my band goes with me to London, from London to Canada, from Canada to America. Now when we get to America, she's there when my boys that I fought for, that I put all my, connection together, they now see that I want more money. They will threaten you to say we will run away, so that you'll be begging them. Mine is not the first time. A whole band that travel with Shino Peters, my friend, they eloped when they get abroad. Ours is not the first.
Yeah, I know. Ojú lóyìnbó aranjú mọ́ gan. Aranjú mọ́ wọn bọ̀ tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe wọ́n dáadáa wọ́n á padà.
He won't dare be with me for over 40-something years. And I will not be treating him nice. I will still remain there. It's not possible. From inception, the agreement between me and my group is 60-40. 60-40 from inception. 40 to them, they are very minute. Maybe about 9 of them. So they are just 9. But when they're becoming larger, they got to 14, 15. I see that they are more than 9. So there should be adjustments.
You guys should share on TikTok. Please share on TikTok.
Said, okay, 50-50. Which is fair enough. I'll be the one that will do the singing. I'll be the one that will do this. I'll be the one that will solicit for show.
But then you know, go any logger.
Show, I don't even collect anything. Up to date. We have a lot of our fans that group with us. Those that grew with us that have been seen in the last 35, 40 years. When their children wants to do wedding today and they come to me to say, Omo, that child of that time you helped me do the naming is doing wedding.
So,
I tell my long-time friend to say, go and bring them 10 million naira. I do free shows to people while some pays. You have to rub the right hand to rub the left, and everything comes better.
Okay,
so,
listen, Ejaka Shebai, Baba Wasiu sir, you're the owner of the band, okay? You saying at some point you have old-time friends that you do free shows for, and then you have some that you collect money from, right? And then you have to do for that is for you. See, if you are in a business of saying, ọ̀rẹ́ mi, mo máa ń ṣe business aṣọ, gbà, mo fún ẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, máa kó lọ. Eléyìí tún délé ni, ọ̀rẹ́ mi, gbà, mo ń ta bàtà, ìwọ náà gbà, máa kó lọ. At the end of the day, you will be at loss. You will lose. You understand? You will lose if you do that. Now, this is exactly what you said here. Hold on. Knowing for a fact that the people who are your band boys, they're not going to do forward to the people at home that they are feeding. Okay, it's your choice to do okay, best friend of me is doing something, I'm going to do free shows. So that means your band boys have to play for free for those people. Regardless of how you get that show, they need to get paid. It's your choice to do a free show. They are not in that business to do a free go or to do free elegbe. Because tí wọ́n bá délé, àwọn tó fi ilẹ̀ ńlé ìyàwó àtọmọ, they will ask, bàbá ẹ káàbọ̀ kí lẹ mú bọ̀. Ṣé kó sọ pé ọ̀gá wa eré ọ̀fẹ́ ló ṣe lénìí o, àárín nǹkan kan mú bọ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin náà lẹ kọ bí LLB bó ṣe lọ ló ṣe bọ̀. Ṣé yẹn ni kọ́ wọn mú lọ lé? Bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin lẹ kọ bí àbí ṣé bí LLB kan náà pé bó ṣe lọ náà ló ṣe bọ̀. You understand? Bó ṣe lọ ló ṣe bọ̀. Ẹ̀yin lẹ kọ. So, ńgbà bá gba free show, would your band boys go home empty-handed to their families at home and say, Baba, free show la, ìyá mi, ìyàwó mi, ọmọ mi, free show la gbà lẹ́ni kò sówó? It's your choice to do that, but you cannot put that on your band boys and say because you did free show to maybe your best friend or something, they're not going to get paid. Okay, even if you do that, that means you're owing them. If you don't pay them for that show, if this show me bad day toba wole, you have to double pay them. That means they're doing it for free if they're not getting paid on time. Shall I get any TikTokers? Shall I get any? That is what he just said there. You just listen to him now. He said not all shows that he get paid. He said some shows he will collect money, and some shows if it's the best friend or childhood friend, ọmọ tó bá mi konjo sí, ó ti dàgbà bá ó fẹ́ ṣèyàwó, ẹ lọ play. But our band boys might play. If you can take it, not everybody will take it. So you telling me if I pack my things now, you say I'm your band boys now, I'm your backup singer now, and I sing for you, and that is the only job that I have. You telling me I have to go home empty-handed without taking that food, and my family is expecting me to put food on the table? Kò possible na ina egbe wo now. Kilo ita jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí, ẹ má jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí na. Kò lè possible. That means that expense for that day or for that show that he did not get paid, he has to still pay those boys. That is his own loss. You said comprehension is the problem with the most analysts. Okay, what I just said right now, do you understand what I just laid down now? Because I'm using exactly what came out of his mouth, what came out of K1's mouth I'm breaking it down exactly the way he said it. I don't know about how any other blogger said it, but this is my own analysis on it. If you're telling me you're doing free shows, it's just like, I don't know if you're in Nigeria or if you're in abroad, Alagba. If you go to work, the moment you clock in, you're getting paid. Even if they tell you, we don't need you today, they owe you 2 or 4, I think By law, they owe you either 2 hours or 4 hours. Yeah, it's what he said that I just analyzed just now. That is what he said. Shebi egbo, abi kin rewind there get to go. Sometimes he do shows, he doesn't get paid. But how is that the concern of the band boys? That is my question. How is that the concern of his band boys? If he do free shows, that should be on his own loss. His band boys should not suffer for that. His band boys should still get paid because they came through, they played. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what he said is what I'm expatiating on. The moment you clock in, if they tell you, we don't need you today, they still owe you by law. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 4 hours, they owe you. You understand? So, ma clock in logun. One somewhere, you see that if they know they don't need you, they cancel you. Oh, ma wabishe, you don't get paid, you don't work, you don't get paid, ni. But the moment you show up for work, as in the case of these band boys, the moment you show up for work, automatic pay, ni. I don't care what it is. That's what I'm saying. If they cancel you, that's okay. That means you didn't work and you didn't get paid. If you have PTO, you can use it to balance your paycheck for that bi-weekly pay that you get. Sure, you understand? If they cancel you, they'll say, okay, you can tell your manager, okay, I need to use my PTO if you have it. So that way you won't be short in your check. So your check will still be complete. Sure, you get? But I'm saying you will never work and don't get paid. Kunle happen. The moment you giddy up and go to work, just know you have to get paid. That's what I'm saying. So if they don't need you, they cancel you. If you're PRN, you don't have PTO, you don't get paid. If you have PTO, you're full-time, you use your PTO to get your paycheck to be full. As if you work your 36 or 40 hours a week. But if Alhaji is saying, okay, he does free shows and doesn't get paid. So that means gbogbo àwọn tó bá wá sí show yẹn, tó bá náwó f'Alhaji, owó tó bá ná lórí agbo yẹn, Alhaji ló ní. Kò ní kan àwọn band boys yẹn. Àbí? Yes or no? Or they don't get paid because he didn't get paid, they don't get paid. Kò yẹ kó kàn wọ́n. That should be his own problem, not theirs. I'm not sure you understand me. If it's either you don't understand me, Alaba, or I don't understand you. And I'm pretty sure I'm reading your comments right, but it seems the communication, what I'm saying, is not sinking in like it should on your end. You're trying to tell me he's just making an explanation of how he sourced for job. Okay, because he's making... Listen, just so you know, I understand you very well. You're saying the way he sourced it. Let me break it down as as an agent that wants a travel assignment. You understand? When you start, me share individually, okay, let me just start. Listen, if you don't have people to work for you, you have to go and work. Sure you get. The way you source for your fund, for that job is up to you. Now, if you don't have somebody to do it, you go in place of anybody. To bá ti rí yẹn, kó lọ ṣe. Tó bá rí, owó ò wọlé, regardless of how you source for it. Now you source for it anyhow, and you get it. Definitely, you know you have expenses. I don't know if Alhaji has his own instruments or he rents instruments. You understand? If to rent instrument, he's got to pay for those instruments. So if he takes a free show, how will he pay for those instruments? Are you getting me now? How will he pay for those instruments? Gbèsè náà ló máa jẹ́ sí òun lọ́rùn. You get? It's just, let me say, it's just like any Tony personal business. You know? At the end of the year, you count for your gains and your expenses, which you put in the tax. The good thing here, nipa our diaspora. If you have a personal business, if you know, if your accountant knows how to do it, you get your so you're thinking, I think I understand what he's saying. I think you're just a distractor. I'm not even going to listen to your stuff.
It's so bad. I have the grace of God to be able to be
Hold on.
someone that is contented.
Let me...
My group is 60-40.
Listen to what he said here.
60-40
60-40.
from inception.
Okay.
40 to them, they are very minute. Maybe about 9 of them.
Okay.
So they are just 9. But when they're becoming larger,
Okay. Or change.
15, I see that they are more than 9. So there should be adjustment of money condition. And we said, okay, 50-50.
Okay.
Which is fair enough. I'll be the one that will do the singing. I'll be the one that do this. I'll be the one that will solicit for show. I'll be the one. Maybe I do one show, I don't even collect anything. Up to date. We have a
Listen, did you hear what he said? Maybe I do a show I didn't collect.
lot of our fans that group with us. Those that grew with us that have been seen in the last 35, 40 years, when their children wants to do wedding today and they come to me to say, Omo, that child of that time you helped me do the naming, is doing wedding. Would I tell my long-time friend to say, go and bring them 10 million naira?
Sure,
I do free shows to people, while some pays.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? This is not inception or whatever. He said, I do free shows while some pays. And now my question to you, sir, is those free shows, how do those band boys get paid? With a question mark, if you can answer it, since you're so much defending Kwamwan. Those free shows, at what's lost? I mean, at any point in time should those band boys be affected? But did you, okay, listen. Okay, he said something. He said at the inception of his stuff, he said 60-40, right? 60-40 when they were just 9. And then when they got to like 15, he changed, he said 50-50, right? Okay, but he did not mention, are you getting paid every show? Or are you getting paid once a month? Or are you getting paid so amount of shows? Alhaji ò sọ yẹn fún wa. That's èmi rí nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. Okay, tẹ́ bá ṣe 10 shows, iye tẹ́ máa gbà ní. Or tá bá ṣe ọjọ́ mélòó ló wà nínú oṣù kan, we have 30 days. Sometimes we have 31. Okay, let's say for the sake of argument, I say 1 show per day. And that 1 show per day equals 30 days of shows, non-stop, for argument's sake. So that means either at the beginning, which is going to be based on show, tó bá ti gbà sílẹ̀, as in, tó bá ti gbà show. Okay, tó bá ti gbà show. I'm going by this interview here. Tó bá ti gbà show, like kó ti pre-book. Okay, àti wà book, fully book for this month. Káyọ̀ ọjọ́ wo ná fẹ́ fi sinmi kúrò ńlẹ̀. That means káwọn náà ti wà, kán ti wà prepared for those shows, because kò sí show tó máa lọ tí wọ́n ní kọ́kọ́ gba prepayment or down payment. Bí Nigeria bá ṣe fẹ́, either prepaid or down payment. Wọ́n á ti kọ́kọ́ gbà. To enslave them. So, kọ́n ti gba prepayment, you know, of that show for the month. Let's say this is January. Wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ní show tán ti full ní February. So, that means based on iye tán gbà lórí show kọ̀ọ̀kan, there should be a 40-60, 40-60. Or based on that gbogbo owó should be 40-60. Kọ́n dẹ̀ sanwó yẹn fún wọn at the beginning of the month. Ìyẹn ò ṣẹlẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀. But you know why? It's because none of the band boys has the mentality of saying, okay, let me get a lawyer involved, or okay, mo fẹ́ ṣeré fún local olórin, mo fẹ́ ṣeré fún international olórin, let us do it. All this stuff that happened to Mohbad should open everybody's eye. Should be an eye opener. You know? But okay, if you do anything, let's do it in writing. Ìwé ò ní parọ́, lawyer ò ní parọ́, anything ò ní parọ́. And then kò dẹ̀ sí pé ó yẹ gbé kíní kan sílẹ̀, ó yẹ jẹ́ ká búra. Okay, ẹ fẹ́ travel, I understand. Ẹ fẹ́ gba pálí wọn torí kó má sá lọ. But the moment tó bá dé Nigeria, you have to return that pálí. What is the essence of tó bá ti lọ, tó tún dé Nigeria, ẹ tún hold the pálí wọn? On what basis? On what basis will you collect their passports, you know, while you guys are flying? And then on the way back, you still hold on to the passports. Why? Intima yẹn ṣe tó jàre ẹgbà, I'm sure tó bí alàgbà Wasiu nínú nìyẹn. Hold on. Alàgbà Títẹ̀bí, if you don't understand me, I understand you.
Use the right hand to rub the left, and everything comes better. So that is how I've been running my band. It's a soul band. It is a soul band. I have the grace of God to be able to be, you know, someone that is contented. Take for instance, the last Europe tour, I took my boys. The last Europe I
Thank
took
you,
my boys.
Fumi Million, for liking. Thank you. If you can share it too, I really appreciate it. And whoever wants to join on TikTok, please let me know. Send a request.
Abroad, we approach embassy. The moment any of the band ran away, and we are back to apply for visa at that embassy, they will inquire about those ones that are not. How could you present 15 passports to us? We give all of them visa. Another time, you are coming to apply for visa, you came with new 10 passport, 5 old passport. They now ask, what happened? Okay, I agree with him. I'm not biased with this thing. I agree with him on this note. I agree with Alaji here. And the reason why I said that is I told you guys Laolu Benjo, I think about 6, if I'm not mistaken, about 6 or 7 of his band boys and girls, they ran ni Totowani last year. Promoter to the Gbewanwa won da sí lọ́rùn because it's on that promoter's name ni wọ́n fi sálọ. So I understand what he said here. Ipe wọ́n sálọ. You know, so let me tell you something. Ẹ dé ìlú òyìnbó, ẹ gba pálí, ẹ gba pálí, tọ́n bá máa sá lọ, wọ́n máa sá lọ. That one you need to know. Because wọ́n gba pálí àwọn tó sì sá lọ yìí lẹ́yìn Laolu yìí. Wọ́n gba pálí wọn, wọ́n sì bàbá, wọ́n pàpà gbébẹ́, wọ́n gbéjá. Because the moment tó ti land bam, not bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pé bí táwọn family wọn wà, not in pe family wọn wà. Of course wọ́n máa sá lọ. Yes, wọ́n á ṣe show tán wá ṣe. Lẹ́yìn tó bá ṣe show tán, wọ́n gbéjá nìyẹn. Dìsìn wọ́n gbéjá. And I'm pretty sure that stuff
ó máa affect òun gan fúnra rẹ̀ ìyẹn Láolú, and I think ó affect promoter yẹn just a little bit, but he's well loaded. He's well loaded, so he has lawyers to back him up and all that, you know. So I understand on that point, but it is not about the traveling alone, because that is one aspect of being a Fuji backup singer or band boys. That is just one aspect. Ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ. À ń sọ̀rọ̀, how do you take care of your band boys? Là ń sọ. It's not about, excuse me, it's not about ẹ̀kọ́ wọn wá sílùú òyìnbó, wọ́n sá lọ. Ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ. How do you care for them? Is it only ẹ wá lùlù fún mi? Do you care for them as if you're caring for your family? Do you care for them? Do you care for their personal needs? Do you even check up on them? Níjọ́ tẹ́ ní. I'm just saying, no, me sọ pé nǹkan tí Alhaji ṣe nìyẹn. I'm just saying, like, how close are you to your band boys? Like, can they come to you? Can they sit with you? Can they have a one-on-one with you? Tí ṣe pé ẹ máa gbójú sókè sí wọn, àbí ẹ ti ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀rù sára tẹ́ pé they will be scared of you to even come close to you to talk to you. Like, how do you rap with them? Because mo ti gbọ́ rí tó sọ pé Alhaji yìí ó máa ń fọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ létí lórí stage. Ṣé irọ́ ni àbóòtọ́, Mr. Titebi, because you are so concerned about Alhaji? Listen, I'm not talking about if they come to you, if they come to abroad or travel now. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what is the connection? Are they just connecting based on orin? Do they have any other connection apart from just singing and being a backup singer or being a band boys? Do you understand? That's what I'm saying. What is the relationship to one knee? Because if somebody is with me for years, I expect to, I want to know that person. I want to know your family. I want to know Ibito Tijade. I want to know you. You want to come to my house. You want to know me. If I let you into my house, that means I'm taking you as a family. Anything you care for, you cannot come to my house. You understand what I mean? You cannot eat on my table. I will not attend to you. We will meet somewhere. We will talk. If I don't care for you. But if you come to my house that I call my house, or if I call you, I want to know you, we are getting close, we want to know each other. Yes. That means you have to show more than Emi loga, see one. You have to think of their personal well-being because he was loga. And I say something. Being a leader doesn't mean you have to enforce power. Being a leader, you need to motivate people that wants to follow you so they can follow you truly. If you're trying to be a tyrant leader, you will get kinotingpe alagidi follower. To no ma file aye ni lara. You know? Being a leader doesn't mean you have to enforce power. No. It's about you motivating them. It's about you empowering them to acquire something of their own. And like I said, if they're able to stand on their 2 feet, ìwúrí Alhaji Wasiu ni pé ọmọ yẹn ara mi ló ti bọ́ta. Ọmọ yẹn èmi ni mo ṣe débi tó dé yẹn. Ó yá, ọmọ ẹ̀yìn Alhaji mélòó ló lè fọwọ́ sọ̀yẹ. mo mọ̀ pọ́n ní máa kan wà ní London tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé Alhaji ṣe kíní kan bẹ́yẹn mélòó nínú wọn tó ti pẹ́ lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ ló lè sọ pé ẹni tí mo gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ní tọ́n bá fẹ́ fi ṣerọ́ tọ́n fẹ́ fi ṣàbòsí. So anyway, let's listen to it before we play the band boy Lagbaja.
Those 10, do we want to tell them they ran away? We will tell them they leave the band. Until all document comes together, they now see that they ran away. It's not the first time. You know how many people that run behind Fela? You know how many times people run from Sunny Ade and others? Even the lesser known band member.
And you call them a first one.
The visa. When they refuse it, because of what? Because of those that ran away. Who bears the burden?
Baba, hello, sir. Let me tell you something. People, let me tell you something. Going to diaspora for the first time, for anything to fall back on, is going to be really challenging for that person not to run. Especially to ba ni eni to le saloba, to le gba lọ́wọ́ tẹsẹ̀ sínú ilé. I'm not even going to lie and I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. You go to any diaspora country for the first time, apart from, you know, that you live in Nigeria for the first time, it's going to take Jesus' will for you not to run away. Do you get it? Now, I'm going to give you an example. Ọmọ ẹ̀yin Ike Dairo. Ọmọ ẹ̀yin Ike Dairo. Ẹ ṣá mọ̀ Ike Dairo, bàbá yẹn ti kú sìn. Ọmọ ẹ̀yin bàbá Ike Dairo came to this America. I don't know how he got to America. I think he followed some people. Ó ṣá wọlé. The guy, the baba, call on phone, okay, baba yẹn nísìn, ó ti kú. He got here, I think, in the 80s. Bóyá ńgbà tí bàbá Dairo ti kọ́kọ́ wá, ló ti sá lẹ́yìn bàbá yẹn. Bàbá yẹn ò wá ní ìwé tó lè fi lọlé. He stayed in America for close to 80s to kiniko. That's like 40 years. Ńgbà tó wá kú gẹ́rẹ́, bàbá wá gba ìwé gẹ́rẹ́ báyìí. Kó máa wá jẹ gbádùn àti jẹ̀wé lọ́lọ́jọ́ bá dé ní bàbá wá kú. So, listen, if they, yes, the same Ike Dairo, yes. If they run, America, let me use America now, is difficult. Because we have some people take away one wọlé tí wọ́n claim pé pálí àwọn sọnù. You have to show something. Nígbà tí epo òwe òkun dé ìlú òyìnbó, you have to show how you got here. So, if TV say bá ṣì wà within range, you can update your status. But if you mess it up, it's going to be hard for you to defend níwájú wọn. Àwọn gan ti gbọ́ nísìn. Ṣé fẹ́ gbọ́? Wọ́n ti gbọ́. If you tell them this is this, they go back and re-verify. They go back and re-verify. So, bàbá yẹn ò lè lọlé for decades. Bàbá òkè gbóyìnbó kò mọ́kọ kò mọ́kà. So they were wondering báwo ló ṣe wọlé. Nígbà bàbá fẹ́ lọ ṣe interview fi kíní, bàbá ògbóyìnbó interpreter no gbé wá. Gẹ́rẹ́ tán dẹ̀ fún bàbá ní ìwé pé kó máa ṣe ìgbádùn kó lè máa lọ kó máa bọ̀. Àgbà ti dé. Ó wá 70 ọlọ́jọ́ dé bàbá kú. Àwọn ọmọ bàbá yẹn ò fojú rí bàbá yẹn títí tó fi wọlé. So àwọn tó bá wá, it's going to be hard. They're going to go through the hard part. The only difference is, okay, wọ́n sí Nigeria mọ́. Ṣé bá mo Wasiu kan sá lọ ní Germany, last Germany tó lọ, ó gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà. Tó bá ń gbọ́ mi àmọ́ tí mo sọ yìí. Ọmọ band boy ṣe kan gbé já ní Germany àbí ní, yeah, I think Germany or Belgium or whatever. Ó gbé sá lọ ńbẹ̀. Ó sá dànù. But ṣé life easy fún bẹ́ẹ̀ nílùú tán tí ẹ ti gbóyìnbó. mélòó ni Nigeria fẹ́ máa ṣe party tó fẹ́ lọ máa lò. He's only going to be living on ìlú àtẹ́rẹ́ tó bá lọ ṣe. Wrong place ló ti gbé já yẹn. Wrong place. Wrong place.
I bear the burden.
Of course, it's your loss because you're
That is when
the
idea
head of the
okay,
Kinina.
anytime from now, we would rather be keeping passport for 2 reasons. One, if you allow somebody to keep his passport, he might lost it.
Torí
And
bèbí
if
ni
not
wọ́n.
for that, for every time I traveled abroad, there had never been a time I went there without working visa.
Of course,
If
because
you
ẹ
do
wá
that,
pa owó
you
ni.
stand
Oh yeah.
risk.
Ẹ wá
You
pa
stand to
owó
be
ni now.
deported. Oh yes, you must have work permit. I am a band. I run a large band. I can't sneak in to perform. No, I can't. It's a very big identity on me. We will pay for work permit. In the work permit, taxes has been
Of course,
charged.
yes. Yeah, that's
We
the
will have
right
to
way
pay.
to do it.
Maybe
Yes.
after the show, the promoter
I agree with
will
this
make
one.
deduction.
Yeah.
Part of the deduction the promoter will make
Yeah.
from whatever arrangements we agree upon is to pay tax to
Yes.
government. They will
Yes.
take it. It is entertainment tax, foreign artists. They have their regulation. They have in the application.
That is all your expenses, sir. Expenses in
how
here.
much money you are giving to
Ẹ̀yin lẹ máa yọ
each
síra wọn.
entertainer that travels with
Yeah.
you as a band member. If we have not been doing that, how would it be possible for them to allow just one man to bring in loads of people into their community?
Ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́
And guess
ṣeré
what?
nílùú
When I
òyìnbó
travel
náà.
abroad, if I'm
Kí ló
staying at
ní
Word
tó
of
lọ ṣe
Astoria,
ní kíní yẹn?
that's
American
Word of Astoria
tips, àbí?
is
Is it
wherever
American
plans to
tips?
stay. I'm not the leader that will stay at Word of Astoria, and I'll now be looking for my friends that will have to help me take care of 1 or 2 of my boys. This is where you encourage them running away.
Okay. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ti, and this is the interview with Lagbaja's band boy.
Tí ẹ ta parọ́ fún Obama, ẹni tó ń parọ́ fún onímọ̀ pẹ̀lú lòun pa. Ẹni tó jẹ́
This one is, his name is Ayankojo.
Ẹni ó daṣọ bora tó ń sọ̀jìká, kò sí wọ́n kankan sábẹ́. Kí ló ń ṣe ó ń tọrọ ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni?
This is the band boy for Lagbaja.
Sọ̀jìká báyìí, tí ò dẹ̀ sí kankan. Jẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí tẹ bá bọ́ sílẹ̀ ìhòhò ni. Ẹ sọ pé kó sọ ibi tó kọ́ òtẹ́ yẹn sí. Ẹ sọ pé kó sọ ibi tó kọ́ òtẹ́ yẹn sí. Ibi tó kọ́lé méjì ẹ̀ sí. Ẹ sọ pé kó sọ nọ́mbẹ̀. Kó sọ street yẹn.
Ṣé gbọ́ nǹkan tó sọ?
Gbàgede láwa.
Only any band boys. Let me translate what he just said. If you're a band boy to any Fuji musician, if you're any band boys, right, or band members to any Fuji musician, and your boss is saying, okay, I'm treating you well, or while you're working with me, you built an hotel, or you have a house or something, he's saying that person should come out and identify by show of, by pointing to the building. Like, if you know you make something, if you claim you acquire any property from your boss, come out and, identify. That's what he's saying.
Ṣé mo pé gbogbo àwọn olórin ẹ mò ń sọ openly àfi ajé má fi ayé ní gbogbo wọn.
You see?
Gbogbo wọn àbí àwọn kan nínú wọn. Gbogbo ọ̀gá olórin mo fẹnu sọ.
Yeah.
Àfi ajé má fi ayé ní wọn. Ok, mo fẹ́ béèrè kan lọ́wọ́ yín sà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ mi o. Èmi náà fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín. Ta ni onílù tẹ́ lè tọ́ka sí? Nígbà tẹ́ ti rìn ẹ̀ kí n ṣe ọmọ kékeré. Tẹ́ bá rí mansion tó kọ́. Tẹ́ bá rí hotel tó kọ́. Tẹ́ bá rí mọ́tò tó ń lò. Tẹ́ bá rí mọ́tò tí ìyàwó ẹ̀ ń lò. Tẹ́ bá rí school tó rán ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ. Ta ni inú onílù nígbà tẹ́ ti gbọ́n bí tẹ́ lè tọ́ka sí?
Good question.
Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn ọ̀gá olórin tó ń pera wọn ní ọ̀gá tèmi dẹ̀ máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ìgbà pé wọn kì í ṣọ̀gá wa iṣẹ́ ló pa wá pọ̀ alábàáṣiṣẹ́ ni gbogbo wọn.
ẹgbẹ́ kìíní ilẹ̀ mo fẹ́ gbà gbọ́ yín dáadáa ẹgbẹ́lẹ̀.
alábàáṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ lájọ jẹ́ wọn ò kì í ṣe ọ̀gá wa torí pé wọn ò kọ́ wọn níṣẹ́ àwa la tún kọ́ wọn níṣẹ́ tọ́rọ̀ bá débẹ̀ ká sọ bàjẹ́ jìlá àgùsùn tó gbàgbà jẹta ní bá kó lórí ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀
èmi ò wá sí ìdàgbà fẹ́yìn.
bẹ̀ẹ̀tì kọ́tọ́ tí mọ̀ ni pé oòrùn ó ràn yín sí o inú oníyọ̀ ń dùn ó ń fi olórí ṣe yẹ̀yẹ́ ṣùgbọ́n tó bá yá tójò bá bẹ̀rẹ̀
oníyọ̀ sáré kàbàkàbà
oníyọ̀ á máa sá korobá nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́nìbọ̀dì mọ̀ ni pé ẹni tí.
alàgbà Títẹ̀bí, don't say drummers are trying to outsmart the vocalists. If they are speaking up, that means there's a problem somewhere. Don't let us dismiss their claims, please. Do not let us dismiss their claims. If drummers are saying something is wrong, they're being cheated out of, you know, their handwork, because I believe it's a handwork. It's a special handwork. You know, I know me, I can drum. But for those who are talented and they're helping all these vocalists, like you said, and they're now coming out one by one, or like this guy that has the courage, you understand, to come out and talk. Don't let us dismiss his claims. You know, instead of attacking this guy, Shebi Alagba Wasiu came out and talk. Why are people attacking the guy, going to his house, snapping pictures, trying to scare him and this and that? I don't think it should be so. Let Wasiu keep saying, or let Wasiu come out with his own receipt of what he did. Let Wasiu mention what tangible thing or things that he did for this guy.
My name is Akianabi. I'm a video director and TV producer of Ayinde on African Magic. Keep watching Drivetv.
olólùfẹ́ Drivetv àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí Fẹ́mi Sola ẹ máa wo Drivetv. Keep watching Drivetv.
My name is Wasiu Ayinde. Taking this time out to tell you all that you keep watching Drivetv. What drive ẹ̀wọ̀ ní ògo ẹ̀? What drive ẹ̀wọ̀ fulfilment? What drive ẹ̀wọ̀ bí tó bá lọ? Ó ní iṣẹ́ rìn. Ibi ni kò máa wò Drivetv. Thank you, Chloe.
Drivetv, driving you around the world.